And again, and Jeffrey can comment if he wants, but this Dante, or even Fred's or Dante's community post, which hopefully you guys check out, because I'm sure, I'm sure he did. He probably made a community post about this Bubba guy. And like I said, and also check out Jeffrey's video that he just uploaded. And I also shared his video, so you check out my post. But again, go check Jeffrey's video, and Dante's or Fred, because again, I'm sure they mentioned, and but I just want to say, I don't know what this Bubba guy's problem is, except he's somebody who sits on his ass all day, and again, is definitely a bitter, hateful person, or again, just shows more and more that he belongs in a mental asylum, and because I don't know what his issue is, man. Like, this guy, he either stalks people's channels, or he's doing nothing but harassing people, threatening people, trying to terminate people's channels for no reason. When I guarantee you, people that are not even doing anything wrong or inappropriate. And again, I kind of get disappointed a little bit with YouTube, because you think YouTube would look into things and realize, like, okay, but did you look into that person's channel and see, were they doing what that person was claiming? Like, because it just, again, this Bubba guy, like I said, he just got nothing better to do, man. Like, it's like, seriously, man, like, what is your problem? Like, what is your deal? Like, you just enjoy, stalking people, harassing, gaslighting, and manipulating people into believing your bullshit, and stuff that you're claiming that these people are doing that they're really not doing. Like, this guy, like I said, man, he's the one that should be terminated for life, because, like, seriously, man, like, what is your problem? I mean, I see this all the time, not just on YouTube. I see it on TikTok, I see it everywhere, where you get people that just come in, and they just got to be bitter and falsely report your stuff, and trying to get your live stream restricted or taken down, when you're not even doing anything wrong. You're not doing nothing wrong. You're doing, so, I mean, I see it all the time. And it's absolutely crazy. It's like, dude, like, if you got nothing better to do with your life than to just sit around and falsely reporting people, harassing people, stalking them, going around making false reports about them, and, making stuff up about them that it's not even true, stuff that they're not even really doing. It's like, dude, leave people alone, man. Like, if they're not doing anything honestly to you, then leave them alone, man. Like, like, it's just ridiculous, man. And like I said, this Bubba guy, again, I don't know what his ordeal is, like I said, except, again, you're nothing but a man-child, dude. And like I said, you could come at all you want, but it's like, dude, it's the truth, man. Because you seriously do have a serious mental problem, man. Because, again, going around doing nothing but making bullshit up about people, trying to get people's channels terminated for no reason, or you're just threatening people, threatening to terminate their channels for what? For what, man? For what? Maybe it's because you don't like the stuff that they do, the stuff that they say, like, again, people, I mean, I know Jeffrey multiple times has talked about this Bubba guy, and I have a couple of times. I just don't do a lot, because at the end of the day, we all know he's never going to stop anyway. So, like, like, just like any other person, that it don't matter, like, they got, again, nothing better to do, man. It's like, at the end of the day, dude, Go out and get some fresh air, man. Like, go find something better to do, man. You know, like, leave people alone, man. Let people have, you know, their channels. Let people do what they want on their channels, man. Like, leave that, you know, like, seriously. Like, you're just purposely going around harassing people that are just trying to mind their own damn business and do their own thing on their channels. And you're doing nothing but threatening, harassing, and, you know, making up bullshit about them that's not even true. But, I mean, like I said, I see it all the time. You know, and it's just like, you know, and every time I see it, it's like, you know, I mean, again, we live in a hateful world. You know, we live in a hateful world, you know. I mean, and that's the truth, whether you want to believe that or not. You know, we live in a hateful world, man. People, there's probably more evil and more hate than there is kindness and positivity. You know, but it's just, like I said, man. I mean, hey, you need hate, I guess. You know, because at the end of the day, if people, you're doing something right. You know, if you're getting tons of hate, I mean, and that's the truth. You know, you're doing something right because, you know, but it's like still, man, like, if you don't like what I'm saying, you don't like what I'm doing, hey, dude, there are billions other people you can go find and follow. You know, at the end of the day, I don't bother a soul. You know, I'm just doing my own thing. If you don't like it, there are billions of other people you can go watch, you know. But like I said, this Bubba guy, I mean, yeah, like I said, mental asylum. And you all can debate and argue in the comments, but hey, I'm sorry. I say it like it is, man. You know, sorry if you don't agree, you don't see it that way, hey, that's fine. That's fine. You know, but it's just, again, you know, this guy, this is all he does, is either stalk, harass people, and just falsely try to gaslight people into believe in bullshit about people that, again, they're probably not even doing or have done. So, and I'm sure, like I said, these people are probably just sick and tired of it, man. Sick and tired of this guy, like, going onto their channels, commenting on their videos, and again, doing nothing but harassing and threatening for no reason. And again, it gets old. But check out that Fred, Dante, or something, like I said, and I'm sure Jeffrey will comment, hopefully, and so, and then also, like I said, check out Jeffrey's video that he just put up too, so, but I don't know, guys, like I said, this Bubba guy, I don't know what his malfunction is, except, like I said, he just sits on his ass all day, doing nothing but stalking and harassing people for no reason, because this is his entertainment. He gets entertainment and pleasure out of harassing people and threatening people, you know, threatening, you know, to get their channels terminated for reasons that are probably nothing but bullshit, you know. But again, I just wanted to, again, you know, do a video. Not that it does any good. You know, again, guys, it don't matter what I blab about. It's not that it does any good. But, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, people are always going to harass, hate, threaten, violence, whatever. It's always going to be. And that's why I don't try to make too much of a fuss. Because, again, it's always going to be. It's always going to be. It doesn't matter how you look at it. It's always going to be. But it's just ridiculous. You know, at the end of the day, it's just ridiculous, though. But anyway, guys, have a good rest of your week. You know. And I'm sure, like I said, again, this Bubba guy, you know, don't worry. You will never see the end. Because this guy, like I said, will never stop doing what he's doing. I guarantee. No matter what. But it's just, again, ridiculous. Ridiculous, everybody, but take it easy.